I just don't know exactly how to put this because, to be honest with you, I really think that this is a staged joke. I'm going to give you the screen so you can share it with me. But I just want to say they're really pulling out all the stops on this one. Really, all of the stops they're pulling out. Apparently, there was an interview where Biden says that he's the first Black woman to serve with a Black president. This was his latest gaffe. President Biden described himself as the first Black woman to serve with a Black president, as he's yet again twisted his words. His latest gaffe, as he scrambles to reassure voters that he is still fit to lead. The sad part about it is I honestly feel like they're doing this stuff on purpose. Who would ever imagine? I just said the other day that he's everybody. Remember that when I did that little ditty about I'm every woman? Now he's literally every woman. Whoa. I can't believe this happened. But in any case, it goes on to say that the 81-year-old president made the slip up as he struggled to find the right phrasing while being interviewed Thursday on Philadelphia's Word Black radio station as part of an Independence Day media blitz a week on on from his train wreck debate performance. So here's what I say. I'm going to stop right there. We're going to keep going though, but look. Okay, so it was amazing because after I saw the debate, the little clips that we all did last week together, and I'm sorry, I was in the middle eating some lima beans when I saw this. I just couldn't believe it. But anyway, so you might hear me smacking, but I'm going to still be a Black woman when it's over. Ooh-wee. You guys remember last week, the top of this week or whenever it was when I said, he's just everybody. Everywhere he goes, he's everybody because he's just trying to be everything to all people. Here's the bad part about this. This is the creepy part. They really pulled out all the stops because last week after the debate, I looked over social media and I saw so many Black people saying, I don't care what anybody says. I'm still voting for Biden. And hey, you can vote for whoever you choose to vote for. Okay, I don't have a dog in that hunt. Do you, baby? Do you, boo-boo? My only issue was, are you serious? You could write in your pawpaw's name. You could write in your senator's name if he's doing a good job. You could write in your mayor's name. You could do anything to exercise the ability to vote, right? But to see these people knuckle down and say, this is the person that they're going to vote for. And then here this dude is at a Black radio station showing them that he's unhealthy. So it's almost as if they said, okay, now these Black folks is just holding on too long. They're supporting this cat too much. We got to get him off the trail, get off his ankle. Oh, Lord, let's go ahead and say it again. All right, so the 81-year-old president made the slip up as he struggled to find the right phrasing while being interviewed Thursday on Philadelphia's Word Black radio station as part of an Independence Day media blitz a week on from his train wreck debate performance. And this was the nail in the coffin, but they're really trying to get the Black folk off of him is what they're trying to do. Did y'all just see? I'm looking here on social media and you guys still loving the dude. So here, we're going to give this to you. Now, this is what we want you to say. Okay. Biden appeared to trip up as he described having served as former President Barack Obama's vice president, then choosing Kamala Harris as his own vice president. She's not a Black woman. Her mother is from India. Her classification for her mother based on the caste that they're from is white. Her mother's on her, Kamala Harris's birth certificate, her mother's ethnicity is listed as white. She's not Black. Her father is West Indian Jamaican. That's not American. She's not one of us. But now they're trying to revive that to get everybody to, I don't know, jump on their side and believe that, it's cool. And did you hear the stuff that she just got through saying? Wow. Anyway, it goes on to say, quote, by the way, I'm proud to be, as I said, the first, vice president, first Black woman to serve with a Black president, he told Andrea Lawful Sanders. Elsewhere in the interview, Biden had boasted about appointing the first Black woman, Ketanji Brown Jackson, to the Supreme Court. And also picking the first Black woman to serve as Veep. The stumble, though, was just one of the several slip-ups and and mistakes that Biden made during that interview, which was aimed at reassuring voters, specifically Black voters, that his debate debacle was just a lone bad night. At one point, he made the bizarre claim that he was the first president that got elected statewide in the state of Delaware when he was a freaking kid. He also claimed he understood the Black struggle for representation because he didn't think Catholics could be president before John F. Kennedy was elected more than 6 decades ago. Why don't y'all just tell us that you want to use the 25th Amendment without telling us that you really want to use the 25th Amendment? I mean, this ain't nothing but a clown crap. This is just one big dumpster fire. Biden made the reference as he was telling the host that he knew what Jackson's nomination to the Supreme Court meant to a young girl who is in school and having trouble. He continues with, I looked at John Kennedy and said, well, John got elected. Why can't I get elected? Biden says, and continues with, people need things to look up to, closed quote. The slew of lapses comes as concerns continue to mount over the president's age, especially in the wake of his disastrous debate face-off against President Donald Trump last week. Look at that face. Look at that. Oh, Mr. Wiggins. All you need is Carol Burnett. Still, Amor Moussa, a spokesperson for Biden's re-election campaign, quickly ripped the media for highlighting the president's most recent stumbles. This is absurd, Moussa tweeted. It was absolutely clear what the president meant. This would be considered perfectly normal pattern, a speech pattern for any other person in America, and has certainly been normal for Joe Biden for his entire career. What are we even doing anymore? That's exactly what the freak we're trying to figure out. What are we even doing anymore? I want to see what Moussa tweeted. He literally had the nerve to tweet it. Oh, no. Go on now. Biden stumbles over his words and then he tries to steady the re-election campaign. Okay, so Amar Moussa, I don't think you guys can see it. Let me see if you can see it. I got to come back on your side. Yeah, you can see it. All right, let's make it bigger. Amar Moussa says this is absurd. There you go, baby. This is absurd. It was abundantly clear what the president meant. This would be considered perfectly normal speech pattern for any other person in America and has certainly been normal for Joe Biden for his entire career. What are we even doing anymore? Here, this dude done went from I'm every citizen to I'm literally every woman. I called it last week. And here I was just making a joke about it. I think we're in trouble. I think we are truly and honestly in trouble. Okay? I think we in trouble, y'all. Tonette, Sandy, XXX, XXX, Betty R, Zeb, Kobe Breeze, Brad, we in trouble. Petticoat, like Junction. Vine Dresses Branch. It's trouble, I tell you. It's trouble. There are so many things that we could see that needs to be corrected with this situation. And truly and honestly, what I think they're trying to do is to make it look so abundantly clear that this man is not capable. Weekend at Bernie's, he's not capable of being the president. That is just falling out of their cups at this point. Their cup runneth over with the direction they're attempting to take this. For him to sit there and say that is definitely somebody's orchestration. This is a plan and it's going as planned. The way that it's going right now is exactly the way that they want it to go. They want you to think that he's inept so that when they slide in the next person, and albeit it will not be who everybody is thinking that it's going to be, it's not going to be that person. I guarantee you it's not. It's not going to be that person at all. It's going to be somebody totally different, and it's going to creep you out, or it should. Because I think it's Hillary. Man, I could be wrong, but hey, at this point, we can all guess. We can all guess. We can all guess that there's a problem. There's something funky in Denmark, baby. And there's something that smells here in the United States as well. And I want to tell you what it is. It's the game that they're playing, because that's all this is. It's a game. You know, doggone good and well, even if that man was 81, 82, 83 years old, he's not going to sit up there and say nothing like that. This is definitely a way for them to have their base understand that he must go. And the best place to do it is on a black radio station where all those folks going to run and tell that. All of them going to run tell it. So I don't know. But the reason why I say I believe that it's Hillary is because she's relentless. And she did say she wasn't going to run again. In this case, she wouldn't have to again. All the heavy lifting is done. There's nothing that she has to do besides slip on in. And she could be Lisa Simpson. Because I remember Lisa Simpson with her little pearls on, her little blonde afro, her little blonde hairdo, being the president. I don't know. This is a mess. Whatever it is, it's a mess. Artist 61 says, what medical emergency at the desert, baby? I don't know. Is that what we talking? Is it something happening? What we talking about? I don't know. I think Biden will stay until he signs Hunter's pardon. Oh, or he has somebody else do it. What's her name? It's going to be Hank Johnson, AOC. Zeb, dead man walking. We got a dead man walking here. Desert says, what about this medical emergency tonight? And he canceled all Philly events for the weekend. More than likely, that's the medical emergency when you have a gaffe that big. Or then again, here, look, you guys. This year just flew by, and here we are at July. And let me tell you something. They are rapidly approaching the date that they're going to need to make sure they've made a decision. Mind you, they've already made it. They're just, softening up the people. They're softening up the citizenry for this mess right here. All right? And the last bastion of hope they originally had was the black folks. So what they have to do is get us off their tail. And this should be the way. However, they don't understand. We're a resilient people. We don't give up easily. They're not going to give up that easily. They're going to be like, oh man, I don't want to. I can show you some people. Who literally was in the chat on a post on Instagram after they showed him allegedly rubbing some black man's arm. And I couldn't find this particular clip. I couldn't find the origin of it, so I couldn't bring it to you. So that's why I have to say allegedly. But there was an alleged post where he was rubbing this black guy's arm, looking at him in amazement. And there was some dodo bird that literally said, quote, I don't care what anybody says. I'm not going to vote for anybody but Biden. And you see him rubbing on this man's arm, allegedly. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to take some stuff. It's going to take some stuff. Laura Loomer started the rumor, Sandy says. Never surrender, Samuel says. LOL, I saw that clip. I don't know what it was from. God's offspring. If I could find the origin of that, you guys, if I could find the origin of that, I would. But the deal is that they got to make it good for us to all understand this. So that's why I'm saying it's got to be her. That's why I'm saying it's got to be her, because they got to show it's just got to be done. It's got to be done. I told y'all I was eating supper. I'm not letting my lima beans get cold. But that's exactly what it is. They got to make it good. It's got to be good. It's got to make sense. Oh, yeah. You saw it too? Wow. Artist 61 says she saw it too. This is terrible. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. But I got my popcorn. Well, today I got my lima beans, but I got my popcorn, baby, and I'm ready to watch it. Because this right here is a mess. But that's the reason why I think that it's going to be somebody on her level, because of the fact that they're making it such a big deal and doing certain, gaffes like that. I wish that I could find a clip of the radio interview. I wish I could find that. You know what I mean? Well, you know what, Zeb? Here's what I'm going to say about that. I think that would just be too much. Okay, see, let's look at it like this. If we do, okay, let's pretend like we're watching a movie. because we are. And in the movie, the protagonist, okay, let's just see. Okay, so you got the good guy, you got the bad guy. They made hey, Steve Willis, hello. So what they've done is they've made Trump out to be the terrible bad guy. Okay, they've already built it up to where if he returns, this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and all these pre-existing prophecies that they're attempting to fulfill. Okay, ones that all they'd have to do is get the script or get the biblical text and then just act it out, because that's honestly what's going on, whether people know it or not, including the whole Project Bluebeam thing. Like, look up, tattoo, look at the sky. So all they would have to do is make you really, really horrified at Orange Man, and then make you really disgusted with this guy, this guy. And I don't know. I just think that that's all you'd have to do, and then slip somebody in there that could stand to lose, and then let Orange Man win. I don't know, but baby, I tell you, I'm glad I'm not involved in any of this mess, because this right here, somebody gonna have to repent for this. Somebody gonna have to be very repentant. Somebody is going to have to be very, very repentant. Yeah, winged eternally. Tattoo says the plane. Look, boss. That's what this is. This is a big show. Boy, oh boy, I don't know where to go with this one, you guys. That right there, if I had a wig on today, I would have flipped my wig with that one. This dude literally said that he was proud to be the first Black woman to serve with a Black president. This is what you get. If this was real life, this is what you get for pretending that you're everything. I grew up in a Black church. I grew up in a Greek church. I grew up in the Orthodox community. I grew up over here. I grew up over there. You remember we used to sit around the table? Boy, you ain't never sat around the table. Y'all came here rich. What are you talking about? You ain't never had to. We used to sit around and pinch pennies. Well, really, when? Oh, yeah, popcorn. I used to love when Black kids would rub on my legs. They would look at my legs, and I grew up with roaches. And I just love kids jumping on my lap. People let that stuff skate. They just let it go. Nobody care about nothing. Say whatever you want, Massa. I don't care. I still love you, baby. That's exactly what's going on here. So people can get upset with me. I ain't the one that did it, and I'm not the one who said it. He the one who said it. He the one who said that he's proud to be the first Black woman to serve with a Black president. Not me. I never said it. I never said it. That's him. That's right, Tonette. Snap it and get your popcorn, baby, because I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Only thing I know what to say is y'all better buckle up, because it's about to get bumpy. Buckle up. It's going to be bumpy. I'm sorry, Tonette. Is it Tonette that said it? That I was going in and out? Yeah, baby, I'm sorry. So I don't know, but it's about to get really, really, it's going to be one of the most bumpy rides that we've seen to date. This will be one where people are probably going to have to stay in their houses, because they're not going to be ready for this one. Even the folks who did not, let me bring my volume down, my output, let me bring my output down. Yeah, there. Input, there. Okay. You guys should be better now. I hope so. Okay, hold on. Let me close this up. Okay, so you guys should be a little better if I come back from the mic son. But to me, what's going to end up happening is they may end up having to shut us down for a day or two after they appoint whoever it is they're going to appoint. After whoever it is they're going to appoint, they just might end up just shutting us down for a day or two, getting everything reset. But to you all's point, does anybody have the link that you want to share with me so that I can see that there was some kind of quote unquote medical emergency? I think that's worth talking about. Let me see what I can find over here. Let me rummage around and see what I can find. If I come over here, maybe I can find it. All right. A running list of what Michelle Obama has said about not running. President Biden called himself the first Black woman. Okay, got all that. What was the medical emergency? You guys, anybody? Was there literally a medical emergency? Or they were just saying that it was? I don't see it, you guys. Let me see. If you guys have it, send it to me. Okay. Was it Biden that had the medical emergency? Who was it? Uh-uh. I don't see anything like that. Biden blames a really bad cold for dismissal debate. Oh, let's look at that because that seems funny. I found that humorous as well. It's because he had a cold. I don't see it, you guys. I don't see it. Who's got it? Let's see. Joe Biden is the first black woman. Hey, Rolf. Well, now that we got a few more people pulling in, I guess I'll have to look. I have to look for that later. Winged Eternally said, "Oh, I think I saw something about someone being sick on a plane, but I don't remember where it was." Okay. AI can't think. I haven't heard of a medical emergency. Let's go back up here and see if these folks who said it remember it. Anyway, I don't know, but in my opinion, this would clearly be considered a medical emergency. I honestly feel like that. And you guys let me know what you think. Do you think that it's time to just go on ahead and pull the plug on this fella? Oh, I'm sorry. Bad choice of words. Do you think that it's time to have a council, just sit down with him and just let him know it's time to go? Shouldn't somebody be giving him his, pink slip at this point? I mean, they could just take the potted plant. Okay. They can take the bag. I mean, they can take Jill and they can put it all together in a box and just put it on a curb and let him go. Let them go. They can take security or 2 or 3 of those cats that usually walk around with the earpiece thingy in their ear, and they could just escort him to the nearest exit. I think that would be apropos, don't you? I think so. I think that would be appropriate in this case, considering. So we're about to get somebody new in here. I think they're going to do one of their magic tricks. And when they do one of their magic tricks, I don't think the people are going to be happy, but they're going to feel like this was all they had. They're going to feel as if this was all that they had and they had to roll with it. So that's going to be a problem. You guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments for the individuals who are watching this after the replay, in the replay. And for those of you, if you don't mind going back and saying what you think to help us boost those comments up, that'd be awesome. Please make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. Now, once we get a little bit more information, we got to come back tomorrow for a live early in the AM. Because we got to get some more information. I just have to. This was just too much for me to bear. So I couldn't bear it alone. So I had to watch it with you guys. Joe, we need the Rolf on the screen. Joe, we need the nuclear suitcase. Joe, give us the suitcase. You say Tonette, yeah, but Kamala. But you know what, Tonette? This is what I think about Kamala. I think that Kamala will be an excellent filler for them to utilize because it's a given for the 25th Amendment, right? And then I think the DNC is going to bring the person that they've already been polishing up, but I don't think that it's going to be anyone. I think it's going to be somebody who's going to finish doing their bidding. Let's just be candid, right? Somebody who's already been orchestrating this whole entire thing, which to you all's point for Michelle makes sense. And then it does make good sense for her, unless, of course, they dust off AOC, which I really, really hope that never happens. It'd be just as bad as having him in there. If not worse, they'd be neck and neck. So, yeah, I think that, of course, they would slip her in there for her to do her duties after, if they did exercise the 25th Amendment. And if that be the case, then yeah, they'd slip her in and then they'd put in the next person that they want to be the actual candidate. Okay. Okay. But let's see who is Rolf says Jill Biden was always the U.S. first president. You know what? Did you see what we put up the other day, Rolf, with that outfit that she had on? I don't know if I even have that outfit anymore. I had put it in here and it was unbelievable. She had all of the vote all over her whole entire dress. And I said that it reminded me of the character, 1960s character, the guy from Batman. It looked like the Riddler with all those question marks going up and down his body. It looked just like that to me. So the USA is most assuredly the laughing stock, Abdul. And it's really bad because, they've turned government into the government into a joke. And right now it's the butt of every joke. Jill was making decisions for Joe for a long time already. I agree with that. I agree with that. And they all have a lot of things to say about her. So, you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Oops. And for the people who have sent me Cash App donations, I want to tell you I appreciate you so much. I love you. And thank you, thank you, thank you for what you've done. And I do appreciate you. So, you guys go on ahead and leave your comments down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. Do you think that they're going to pull out old Miss Hillary? And if not, do you think they are going to, switch reels and beg Michelle to come on? Or do you think that it's going to be somebody fresh and new? And who do you think, if he hasn't already announced it, because I'm really not following him at all, who do you think is going to be the running mate to Mr. Naranga? Did they already call him? Did they already call him or her? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I love each and every one of you guys. Remember to take care of yourselves, because if you don't take care of you, ain't nobody else going to either. And so after you do that, then you can reach around and help somebody else. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, you guys. Peace. Hey everyone, it's me, Felicia, of the Lockhart Perspective and Headlines with a Voice. I want to tell you a little secret. This is what I used to do, because I don't do it anymore. I would go to the store, buy the barbecue sauce, pour it inside of a bowl, put a whole bunch of different spices, a dash of brown sugar, a dash of maple, and a dash of mustard, stir it all around, and everybody would be like, oh my gosh, this is the best, this is the best. But I was exhausted after all of that, and a lot of times I couldn't remember how many dashes of what I put in it. But I don't have to do that anymore, because now I just go to Judge Joe Brown's website and I order his 3-pack of bottled barbecue sauce. It is by far the best, and I do mean the best barbecue sauce I've ever eaten. And when you go to his website and you order his 3-pack, you'll see exactly what I mean. Head on over to jjbbbbq.com and order Judge Joe Brown's barbecue sauce. You'll be glad you did, and you're going to tell me about it. I know you will. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Lockhart Perspective. Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day.